must always keep the element of surprise on our side.
What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question.
Pursuing the enemies of law and order wherever they happen to be.
Aren't you in the wrong city?
On special assignment for the Daily Sentinel. You know my aide, Cato?
Robin, the boy wonder.
Well, I don't want to hold you up from your crime fighting.
Thank you, and good luck to you, Mr. Hornet.
Nice to have met you.
Gosh, Batman, what are they dressed like that for?
That's Mr. Robin, my aide to you, sir. Let's go. All righty then. Here we are. There you have it.
We made it.
What's up? We made it. What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wednesday live stream with Lorenzo and my comic book son, one of my comic book sons, Circumstances. And we do this every week, and this is a fun thing. Trust me. Take my word for it. It's a fun thing. And what can I tell you? It's brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that I call CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out.
We got Phil's Treehouse in the house. Shout out to Kroger. We got my man. He was on FOC and Chill last night. He came through and made an appearance. Thank you for that, Phil. It's good to see your beautiful face. Look for him this Saturday night on Spine Ticks. I miss Phil as in the Ed McMahon role.
I do too.
He was always so excellent at it. So excellent.
And
we got the lovely Miss Janet. Yes. Well, we talked about that as well, and there's a potential of that coming back.
Yay.
Maybe you will get that Legends tour, that Winners tour, the Champions tour, whatever you may call it. You might get that one of these days, so that would be dope. Of course, got the lovely Miss Janet. Thank you for coming. I do love that new picture, Janet. It's a nice picture. we got my man Damian Sleepy Reader in the house. What's up? Good to see you, James Lang. And Sleepy, you'll always be my Lifetime Achievement Award. We'll be back at it next year, brother. Don't you worry about that. We'll go at it again. We got 80s guy in the house. That's my my flavored whiskey brother right there. What's up, 80s guy? Good to see you.
Brother and whiskey.
We got horny Circum. I am horny. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the older I get, the hornier I get. You know, they say, you get older and that all's supposed to leave you, It hasn't left me yet, though. I think it'd make my life a lot easier if it would just leave me, But I don't know if it will. I think I'm gonna be that gross old man. I didn't want this for myself, but I think it's what I'm going to end up being, unfortunately for me. So, yes, I'm assuming Damien's referring to my Ana de Armas reel that I made, but I just had to. She was so beautiful in that reel. I had to put that together. So check that out on Instagram to see what he's talking about. All right, that's everybody in the chat, though. What's up? What do we got going? Oh, well, no.
Miss Philtastic.
Miss Philtastic. Yes, never enough Phils. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, brother. Oh, and Mojo sneaking. What's up, Mojo? Good to see you, homie.
Mojo's here. Oh wait, I'm not used to the way the chat scrolls in this new program, StreamYard. I don't know if you guys have heard of StreamYard or not, but it's this new program. There's Larry Love. What's up, Larry?
Oh, did you notice anything new about me? Anything different?
You have you got what is that? That's SIKTC. That's a SIKTC cap.
Look at that.
Look at you. Look at that.
Just looking really good in my, just representing myself, feeling really good. I thought it would be like this cheap looking hat, but it's not, dude. It's actually a nice hat. Like, I am over the moon about this hat. I'm gonna have to get another one because I'm gonna rock the hell out of this one, and I want another one for display. So I'm gonna have to go buy another one. But man, guys, this thing is so clean. I love it.
Should buy it online?
I bought it from my shop. My shop hit me up and
Nice.
said, "Hey, I got this. We got hats. You want a hat?" And you say, "You damn right, I want a SIKT." He said, "How are you asking me dumb questions? You know I want that."
The foolish question, man. Ring that hat up. So fresh and so clean.
What up, Hooked on Gino? Thanks for coming through, homie.
Yes, indeed.
The best thing, one last thing about my hat, though, the thing that I love the most about it is like my favorite nerd stuff is undercover nerd stuff. It's like bat signal nerd stuff where like not everybody knows what it is, but the people that know, and that's what this is, right? Not everybody's gonna know what this is, but the people that know, and it's gonna be like a bat signal to my people. I love nerd shit like this, man. I'm excited about it.
It's still not a giant S on your chest or the big cap shield or something like that.
It's just it's low key, it's subtle, and it looks dope. Like I'm over the moon about this hat. I absolutely love it. I need a shirt now.
You should be. I mean, that's a fine hat. I'm about to find that myself somewhere. My shops don't sell hats. Room has a few shirts. I think Gabby's probably got some stuff too. I don't know if she has hats. To check that out and see if she does. Man, see now I got FOMO for the hats. Way to go!
Boom! It is nice.
It is nice, man. That's a fun. What's it? Is it black or is it dark green?
It's black. Yeah, it's black.
Okay.
It's nice. Yeah. Really nice. It's not a fitted though. It'd be even better if it was fitted.
With the strap in the back.
Yeah, but it's still really nice though.
Well, those fitted caps, you gotta keep like every size, so it's easier just to have the strap in the back. Yeah. That's awesome, man. This guy, I tell you, D'Artagnan, my friend, sir. How are you?
What up, D'Artagnan? I don't know anything about this Kid Cudi book. I don't know if I'd be excited about. Kid Cudi can be a little emo for me. Although I did love, what was his first album? I did love that first album. Just banger after banger on that album.
I see. I'm about to really show my age here. Who's Kid Cudi?
He's a rapper, but it's been a long time. Like, what was it, 2009 when he was really everywhere? It was like 2009. And then he was an actor on that show, How to Make America on HBO, which I love that show, How to Make America. I wish they wouldn't have canceled that. But yeah, his How to Make America, or How to Make It in America is what it was called on there.
Oh,
it was about this kid starting like a fashion business, but it was super interesting. But yeah, Kid Cudi is dope. I didn't know he was doing a book.
Jack Cudi's son. That's awesome. That's what I would say too. Hey, this guy. What the hell is that?
What in the Sam hell?
What in the Sam? What in the Blue Blazers? I could go on and on and on and on. Wow. So I picked up books. Did you pick up books?
I did. I was laughing. I posted on Instagram. This book is funny as hell to me because there's this masked, bald black man fighting in New York City. And he's fighting with Danny Rand and Jessica Jones. But he has a mask on, so nobody knows who he is.
Right. This big, strong, bulletproof, ball-headed black dude is,
like I'm trying to suspend disbelief, but it's absolutely absurd what's going on.
The only reason I bought number 2 is because of Rodney Barnes. I mean, okay. The first one, I wasn't crazy about the art, but Barnes' writing kind of kept me in. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, all right. Rodney's the man. I'm
following Luke Cage as mayor. For whatever reason, I'm interested in his run as mayor. So I'm gonna be following it through the good and the bad, probably.
Yeah. Same here. Oh,
we got Critical Entertainment. What's up, homie?
Hey, it's like we're in the same zone here.
We gotta stick together. We gotta stick together, Sleepy. Although Sleepy's got some hair.
Oh yeah, he's got
He's still
90% more than I have.
I gave up mine. I quit it before it quit me.
If I stopped shaving my head, I would probably get the whole George Jefferson thing coming in on the side. So
it just makes you look even older. I don't want to.
I know, right?
I mean, for some people it works. No disrespect, but for me,
no disrespect.
And the other
Like-
problem
like-
with mine is mine is not balding in a nice clean way. You know, most people get that nice clean bowl. Mine is a patch. Mine's all patchy.
Oh, I hate that. It's like my beard. My beard's patchy as hell. I would otherwise go. You got a sweet beard at least. At least you get that.
Yeah.
You know, I would kill for your beard. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I can't just let it go. It looks absolutely dreadful if I do.
Dreadful. Positively dreadful. I tell you. Yes, I did pick up books, and boy, howdy, I can tell you about those books if you let me. If you
All
let me
right,
stop
I'm
me,
shutting up now.
I'm going to do it. No, I'm not saying no, don't stop me. You got stuff to talk about. You know, we love content. That's why we're here, because of content. So let me see here.
Well, then let's talk about. I got one more thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
Have you seen?
I'll sip my tea. Me and Larry and Janet will sip tea here.
I've been posting about it on Instagram. I've been making some memes about it. But did you see the Jonathan Majors footage of the incident?
Is he in trouble again? He's in trouble again?
No, it's the same stuff, but they've released footage from the street of the incident. And what it shows is in the beginning of it, it looks like he puts her in this car. And I think it feels like he takes something from her too. I don't know what it is, but it does feel like he takes something from her. And then and then he tries to he starts walking away from her, and she jumps out of the car and runs up to him. And then he jerks away from her and starts sprinting. And she takes off after him and starts sprinting after him. And it's for it cuts to multiple cameras on surveillance showing her chasing him. And that's the new information that we see. So I don't want to draw any conclusions, because I've been thinking about it a lot. It's like a lot of people are drawing the conclusion saying, oh, look, she was the aggressor and all that. And I don't know any of that. The thing that I'm focusing on and I'm curious about is it does appear as though he takes something from her, and
probably his keys.
I don't know. It could be innocent. It could be bad.
Yeah.
It could be her phone. It could be his keys. It could be anything, right? It's an unknown for me. I don't know what he took from her, but I don't really know the full story. But it is a new piece of information. Obviously, if she was scared of him, she wouldn't be chasing after him. And
exactly.
I was talking to my wife about this today, actually, and it was like the thing I don't like about this, and I didn't like it about the Johnny Depp's thing and his girl, is we're taking these little pieces, these little moments from people's relationships. I didn't like it with Jonah Hill either recently. It's we're taking these moments from people's relationships and we're blowing them up into this one thing where none of us would want that to happen to us. I was like, Megan, talking to my wife, Megan, there's been tons of times where I was just not the best version of myself with you. And I would be absolutely mortified if someone clipped that version of us together and tried to portray that as me, when it is absolutely me being a douchebag, being a complete douchebag. You know, I will tell you, I was being an absolute. There's been multiple occasions in our relationship over the past 12 years where I was a complete douchebag, and I'll say it. And I would not want that to be pushed up and represented as who I am, even though it is part of who I am. I'm kind of a douchebag sometimes. I try not to be.
Not your proudest moment, but it doesn't represent who you are all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like that about how we do that to these celebrities. We pull these things out and we try to make them all one thing. But we would never want that to happen to us, right? None of us are perfect. We all have our shitty, douchey moments, you know?
And as soon as the thing happened with Jonathan Majors, a lot of people just jumped on it and started piggybacking on it, saying, oh, I remember he did this and he said this and all that, Well, maybe he's not the nicest guy in the world, but it seems like in this incident, he's not guilty. It looks like he is not the aggressor in this incident right here.
I've been silent because I don't know, but I just never got the vibe from him. I'm very I grew up in an abusive household, so I am very emotional. I'll lose my mind over it. I just got PTSD out the asshole when it comes to a man beating a woman. I could cry right now about it. I got crazy PTSD, so I will lose my shit immediately over some shit like that. But I just never got that vibe from him. An 80s guy is saying that it was his phone he was taking back, which is definitely a new piece of information.
Yeah. And I saw footage a few months ago when it first came out of her, immediately after the incident, between that incident that you just described and the time the police were called and they went through his place. of her going to this party completely mark free. Nothing wrong with her. No dishevelment about her at all. No marks on her, and she's just like, hey, I'm gonna go out and party with these people, and she was just kicking it. Right after this, probably right after, he tried to take his phone back, and she chased him. So I think in this instance, the man just getting a bad rap. I don't think he's guilty.
The other thing that got released was there was the news recently where it was talking about, he was telling his girlfriend that she needs to be like Michelle Obama and Greta Scott King. I don't know if you saw that, but there was the news about him. The news about him telling her, yeah, I need you to, it sounds completely dumb and gross the way that it came out. But actually, the audio of that conversation came out tonight, and it's not nearly is not what you thought. Is not what I thought at all. I thought it was him being really douchey, but it doesn't really sound like him being douchey. It was like, I guess she had come home and drunk, partying with her friends, and I guess he was studying for some rule or something.
Yeah,
and he was talking to her very calmly, saying, I need you to back me up. This is my career that I'm doing here. I need you. It all made perfect sense to me, and it didn't have the vibe to it that the news reports had before, where it was him being really douchey. He actually sounded quite sane and rational to me. And the thing I didn't like was, like, why was she recording that conversation? Like,
exactly. It's I'm totally with you, as anyone should be, on abuse. People who do abuse should definitely be made to pay.
I will kill someone, dude. I got crazy. Yes. I'll go to jail immediately. I got crazy PTSD about it.
Yeah. So, but then again, there are people out there by the same token, who are out there trying to just take advantage of folks and just basically just take their cheese. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to just like get a big payday, and that makes it bad for people who are truly victims, which is so messed up about it.
Yes,
there's so many people out there who are really getting abused, and here you go trying to mess that up.
And that's the problem. That's not the problem. That's the danger, I should say, is people trying to exploit the new understanding with the Me Too movement and the realization that some of the things that were okay before are absolutely not okay. And it's been a good thing, but then there's the potential to weaponize that. And anybody who does that has to be, but I think there's also situations where it could look like someone's weaponizing it, but really they're just, they're just going through relationship drama, and we're not perfect when we go through these things,
Yeah. And now we all have phones, everything is instant, and we can record everybody's worst moment. And if they say something bad, we can put it on the internet and say, like, look what this guy did. Look what he said, like, oh my God, let's convict him. Let's counsel him right now.
And that's the problem that I have with there's a lot of right wingers that have a problem with cancel culture for different reasons, but my problem with cancel culture is that we do make people all one thing, and no one is all one thing. Even when people mess up, they're not all one thing. And I try not to let the internet make people all one thing to me, especially now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Link to that conversation. I put a Twitter link
thanks
to that conversation if you wanted to listen to it.
It's in the chat, folks. Check it out. And this guy, it's Phil Tastic, says he was watching Emily D. Baker, and she streamed the Depp trial. Huh. Yeah. See, I had a feeling that was all, they made Johnny the bad guy the whole time, and it turns like he actually lost part of his finger, something she did to him or something like that. So it's just everybody just me popsicle. All right then. I am the Lizard King. I can do anything. Yes, nuanced thinking is that's the thing. Marcus, Damien, it's like nuance is not a thing for folks. We're a very polarized society,
especially in these culture wars. That's my problem with the culture wars, and why people like me can't survive. Because, like, if you speak, you can't speak. It's called speaking out both sides of your mouth, but really you're just weighing the situation, and nothing. Like, if you try to talk about Israel and Gaza right now, like, You say one thing and they push you on one team. It's like, wait a second, I'm not on this
Man.
team. I'm just saying, there's things going on here. There's
Whenever
arguments both ways here.
whenever I hear Israel and Gaza, I just kind of turtle up into a ball and just want to
Yeah,
listen.
no, thank you.
I don't want to even talk about it.
That
Because
smoke.
no.
I'm not saying I want that
It's
smoke.
a non-winning conversation there. Yeah.
And it's not a conversation that allows for nuance. It's
Exactly.
either one or the other. But I'm not one or the other myself.
Yes.
I understand both sides.
Absolutely, man. So, so on that deep conversation, let's look at some fun stuff here. Let's look at some comic books real quick.
Back to comic books.
Back to comical type books. Yes. One of them I picked up. Speaking of that bald-headed black fellow, Luke Cage. I picked up number 2 of that gang war.
Are you sure it's Luke Cage? I'm not sure it's Luke Cage.
I don't know. It could be MF Doom. I'm not sure.
Sounds like racial profiling to anybody. Just because he's with his wife and with his best friend doesn't mean.
Yeah, if you can start rapping hoe cakes, it might be MF Doom. I think MF Doom may have passed away, but I don't know. It's very doomish with the thing. I look at it like, okay. I know they got these adamantium coated bullets, so maybe he's like one little extra protection for the chest. And I guess the whole facial thing is hey, it's not me, Luke Cage, the mayor of the city. It's someone else.
Hooked on Juno says, "Can't we all just get along?" And I'm wondering how many of us remember where that quote comes
from. Man, a shiny new no prize for anyone who knows where that came from.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yes, it was. I'll never forget it.
It was a while back. Yes, it was. Yeah. But man, rest in peace to the man who said it. All right.
Did he die?
He did. He passed.
I missed.
Yeah, he's quietly. Luckily not not violently, but nonetheless, he has passed. Yes.
Back in 2012. Wow, I can't believe that. I did not know that.
That's right, man. Hey, Juno. Hey, I was a big MF Doom fan, but who? Kid Cudi? I don't know. I'm very picky and choosy because there's so much stuff. Some stuff stands out for me, and Doom stuff just like somehow just resonated with me. So I just liked his. Plus, he was like always using Wu-Tang would use like clips from the karate movies, and Doom would just use these clips from the Fantastic Four and from cartoons and stuff. So yeah, you got me.
And look at that chat. Can't confirm.
Oh, look at that.
Everybody's old. Everybody's old. You're all old.
So the first one to get it is 80s guy, looks like. So that no prize is coming your way. And also, of course,
congratulations on that. Nothing.
Exactly. And Juno, of course, got it. Yes. Jim Mafood to draw me. I got you. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah,
I believe Jim Bufood moved to the Kansas City area, and Beckerman recently saw him and Scotty Young, and I think someone else making art at this restaurant that he goes to.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, and he will be at Planet Comic Con, so come see us in March, middle of the country, easy place for everyone to meet up. Let's go.
The country in the heartland
That's
of America.
Right. God's country.
God's country. Just like Donnie Cates shout out. All right, gang war, another gang war tie-in, folks, because it just won't go away. I mean, it's like DC doing another crisis. Yay, another gang war. Marvel, thank you so much. I guess the Kingpin's out of the joint already and whatever, but this better be a gang war limited thing too. If this twice a month nonsense, I would not tolerate a twice a month book, as you know. Boys and girls, moms and dads.
I'm all in on Luke Cage's mayor, and I'm all in on Miles Morales, man.
Yeah, I'm all in on Miles, but I just don't like twice a month, man. I draw the line at that, man. That's just like, that's a bridge too far. House of Slaughter, number 20. This is due for a catch-up day or a mustard day, Phil, if you're listening. This is definitely due. I caught up on a bunch of stuff this weekend, a bunch of odd stuff, and odds and ends. So I'm going to catch one in series, probably next Saturday. Maybe I'll make it Friday too, just because I'm behind on a lot of stuff. So I got to catch one on a lot of things, and this is one of them. I would get, yeah, that's probably smart, Phil, to get the ones that don't have that. I mean, but I don't know. They got me with Luke Cage, though. That's my guy. They very seldom give him a book, so I just had to get it. No more, no DC, not by design, just by chance. No more Marvel. So next is, I guess, Masterpiece from my guy Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev, about this 16-year-old influencer who discovers that she owes millions to this billionaire who wants his money yesterday. So she's gonna have to do some kind of a heist to get that shit back. So I hope this is good. He could stand a good bounce back book. He's been doing some aight ones, but he needs a nice strong bounce back, I think. Yeah. It's just aight for me, dog. Randy Jackson. It's a little pitchy, I don't know. American Idol inference. Talk about being old. That's something that should just go away. I mean, I watched it back in the day, but I think American Idol his time has passed now. Anyway, I digress. Alternates. Another one that's due for a catch-up day, but it's only 4 issues, so won't be hard. And it's from Patton Oswalt, so it'll probably be good too. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that, Phil. Philtastic, yeah. The next issue. I can't wait, man. I mean, that's one book that I'm caught up on. I love that book.
I can't wait.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you gonna make me do it? You gonna make me do it, aren't you?
I didn't get this book. They were all damaged. So I'm
were they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought that was. Oh, was that part of the?
Was yours?
Ink? I thought maybe this is part of the ink over here.
Yeah, I don't know what was damaged. He just said they were damaged.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe his just got damaged. Sometimes that happens in individual stores. Yeah,
that's what I assume.
Yeah. Did you read the new one? The last one, I should say, number 6.
No, I have not read.
Comeback.
I have not read since the first one. So
okay.
Catch up on this one. I was just thinking that I was going to read it today, but he didn't have it.
See, pretty quick read as well.
Oh, wascally wabbit.
I know. I gotta get Elmer Fudd drop, man. I'm so Elmer Fudd. I am the son of Elmer Fudd. This is something that we talked about a few weeks ago. The Space Between. It's another one of those space sagas where it's this generation that's going into space to establish a new homeland. But this one, in each issue, this is from Boom. Each issue is a whole different generation. So I guess the story moves pretty quickly. I picked up issue number 1 from a couple of weeks ago, and issue number 2, which has this pretty cool B cover here. That's that's that nice. That's the way the future looked in the 50s. This is the way we imagine the future will look. Nothing like that. They stole the future from us. The billionaires stole the Jetsons away from us. You're supposed to have flying cars now, but nope. Billionaires got to be richer.
I think Ready Player One got it right. If anybody's ever seen that movie or read the book, I'm pretty sure that's our future.
Oh God! I think I've seen it. If I did, it was a long time ago. I forgot it.
Well, basically, we tear the planet up, so we all live in these slums, and to get by, to make our lives not suck, we all actually live in this virtual world called the Oasis, and we live and work and play all in this virtual world because the real world is shitty because we ruined it.
Oh, okay.
Or not all robots. There's another one.
Not all robots. Another comic that we just read recently was God, what was that one? I think it was by Scott Snyder. It was a 3-issue series. This guy that everybody just lived and was just walking down the street with their own ciphers and stuff. Just I forget the name. It was like a 1-word name.
It was Clear.
Clear. Thank you. Clear.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was.
That's another one because we are already doing that. The one thing that was interesting about that book is that we already filter this world through our own lens that we want to see, right? Especially politically, but really in terms of like just comic books, we plug into the things that we want to see, and the arguments that we want to hear, right? And we just completely throw away everything else. And we do that in politics and everything, man. We're filtering our world constantly. I thought that was really interesting about that.
Yeah. and living in our own echo chambers.
Yes, man. We're now more than ever, right? Because we don't have the common experiences that we used to have. Like we used to all watch the same news. We used to all watch the same things. And now we're just all watching completely separate things with separate facts. We're all living in completely different worlds, really.
Yes, yes. And speaking of different worlds, Dark Spaces Dungeon #2. This is #2 of a very good series. This whole Dark series imprint, I guess you want to call it. Scott Snyder doesn't write every one of them. He's I don't think he's writing this one. Oh, my bad. He is writing this one.
His
He's
name's
writing
up
this
there.
one. Yeah, but very time they'll say like Scott Snyder's Dark Spaces or whatever. But he's only writing, I think, 1 or 2 of the 4 Dark Spaces so far that have come out. But he's got some good writers on these things. There's like this. I'll get it right here. Pardon my reach. There's this Dark Spaces. It's either free or like super cheap. You can probably get it at your LCS. The Trick or Treat or Trick or Read, I should say. I think I got it for like 50 cents from my comic shop. And it has previews of all the Dark Spaces titles in it. And if you can find this at your LCS, check it out. It's worth it. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so coming down the home stretch, the last 2 is Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. This is so good, y'all. I can't wait to read this one. Oh man, the #1 was just off the chain. Oh my God. And this cover is just so deep. Okay, here's a woman, an anamorphic pig, looking in the butcher shop at a butchered pig in the window. And there's a lot of moments like that in this book. There's a moment where in the first issue, an anamorphic bear was in the woods and it watched another bear walk by. It's like, oh, there's a bear. No, not like, I'm a bear, like it's like I'm an anamorphic bear. That's a real bear. Or just like there's some kind of symbolism there, obviously. And I can't wait to see how this plays out in this series overall. This is a really good thing here, folks. This is it'll probably make a really good, I would say, animated, maybe not a movie, but maybe a series or something like that. But you gotta make a really good something because it's on point. I love it. Last thing,
Lots of people love it.
Last thing is last week's penultimate book, Charred Remains. The LCS only had the Andrea Muti cover, which is what I had to pick up. So that's the one I got. Looks pretty good on the inside though, because he's also the interior artist. So I guess you can't go wrong with that. All right, that's it. That's all I got.
How many was it? How many books?
That was that was 11. 11 books altogether.
So many I had.
Yeah.
Not a bad day. It would have been 12 if they had Phantom Road. I got to go find that one.
Yes. Space Crime. Yes, that first one, Dark Spaces, Wildfire. I think that was the one that started it all right there. They came out banging with that one. Yeah, that's a real good book too.
Anybody else just love how a new stack of comics feels?
Me too. It looks like my stack. It's almost like same number, same book on the top. Yeah, we got almost the same books. Yeah,
it feels so good. I just love it, and I just look at them. I love it.
I know. It's just definitely a tactile like enjoyment that we get from that. It's just
absolutely. It's like. It's like what is it? Stan Lee said about comic books. It's like they're like boobs. You want to feel them in your hand.
Stan Lee. Did he really say that?
Yeah, something like that.
I wouldn't doubt it. Are you kidding? Stan Lee was a very upstanding, straight-laced young man.
Stan Lee was a funny dude. Have you ever heard that one? I think he's using a cuss word over and over again. I think it's the F word, but it's absolutely
really. Stan never swore. Bite your tongue.
Yeah, but that's part of the joke, though. It's really funny.
Oh God!
I'm gonna have to listen to it again because I can't remember it. Hey, we got Space Crime in the house. What's up, Space Crime? I love that name, actually.
I know, isn't that great? Jose is back. What's up, Jose? We talked about you last week.
What's up, homie?
Hey, sir. Good to see you, folks.
Look, did you see my new book on the wall right there? We got.
Wait a minute. Is that another SIKTC? Oh my God!
This is the new one right here.
You just get those back?
Just got number 4. No, I bought them slabbed actually.
Oh, okay.
I've been working on completing it, so I just need the first print number 1. That's the big one. Then I need first print number 5, and then first print number 7, and then I have them all. Slowly
Oh,
getting there.
oh, you're getting there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try now while they're down and try maybe get some of the
Yeah, no,
lesser
that's
issues.
why I'm trying
This
to
is the
get them.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, this
yeah.
is
This is the
to
time
buy
to get
them.
them right now. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. And where is Juno's thing? It's like, let's see, that ass or a stack of comments.
Depends on which ass, if you ask me. But yes, in general, yes, you're correct. I do love me some booty.
Oh God, there used to be a whole. I'm gonna probably offend some people. There used to be a whole series of like porn movies about this guy. Was this I think his name was Marcus. It was Mr. Marcus or some other. What was this guy's name? Shawn Michaels. Oh my God! But some of you know Shawn Michaels' work too. And there's a whole series of movies called Shawn Michaels Rocks That Ass. Just like he got a whole series like, yeah, this guy's got a great job, doesn't he? He just goes to work. It's just like he's known for that, like, well, yeah, I'm Shawn Michaels on his business card, By the way, I rock that ass, whether you know it or not. Yes. All right.
And
so
Sleepy, it would have been a lot cooler if we did. I'll tell you
what. Oh gosh. I tell you. Well, thanks, Space Crime. Thanks for checking in. Love to see you in the stream. Marcus and Stan. Oh, did they now? Did you ever meet Stan?
Yeah, it would have been. That's what I was saying. It'd been a lot cooler if we did.
Oh, you went to a lot of cons. So did he pass before you started going to a lot of cons?
Yeah, he passed. He passed.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He's been. Oh, okay, yeah. You did start. Okay, yeah. That's a shame. I know you would have found him. I know you find everybody. So yes.
I don't imagine you made too many trips to Kansas City though.
Depends. They book him first class and put him up for a night or two. Yeah, I'm sure he'll do it. You would have done it, I should say. All right, so let's do these reviews real fast and real quick and in a hurry. So let's get right to it. All righty then. All right, first I want to talk about people send me a lot of stuff. I appreciate y'all sending me stuff. I'm backed up like you wouldn't believe. That's a good.
Sounds like one of them good problems.
I know. Need to put more fiber in my diet. I think I don't know what that is, but this person sent me something from across the big pond. His name is Vic Zarat. I want to say, I hope this I'm pronouncing their name right. And it's called Away from the Sun. And I think it's more of a book of prose more than comics. And because it's Away from the Sun is the name of the name of the book. And it has mostly a lot of what seems like maybe random thoughts and some photos of what look like what could be either AI generated or stills from a video game of some sort. I don't want to show too much because I know this is I put the link down in the description where you can actually buy this this book, and you can see, the kind of images I'm talking about, and it's got the text that goes with it, the descriptive text, and it's very cool in some ways, but it's kind of over my head, and I just I know a lot of work goes into people's stuff, and then I know it's hard to self-publish anything. He's got it on Barnes and Nobles. Looks like you can. I think it's maybe a print on demand kind of a thing. Possibly this is like a not for resale copy. It's what do you call that? A proof kind of a deal here.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah, so thank you, Vic, for sending me this. But it's not really a story per se going on here, but I admire the work and I admire the fact that you spent your
cool looking cover.
It is. You spent your ducats and your shillings to get this done because you're in the UK, and it's going for like what $9.99 for as pounds. I think it's like $10.99 for in American dollars. So the link down below in the chat if you'd like to check out more of this book from Vic Zarat called Away from the Sun, which is pretty interesting, but not exactly a comic book, but it's interesting. Thanks for sending that in to me. I appreciate it. All right. And another thing, I don't actually have any video to go with this, but just want to talk about it real quick. Invasive. This came out. I picked it up last week, but for some reason it's coming out this week. So I guess a lot of people may have picked it up this week. This is another one from our guy, Cullen Bunn. You know, one thing I like about Cullen Bunn, man, I mean, he don't give a damn about if he getting knocked down or having a bad series. He gets right back up again and comes back with another issue. You know, he's like,
ready to
okay,
go.
Shake it off. Shake that. He's like a relief pitcher. You got to go out there every day like nothing happened yesterday. You know, let's go out there and get the next out. That's your job. So shout out to Cullen Bunn for doing that. And this is about people who are addicted to surgeries. I mean, this is one of the most disturbing, and this is saying something coming from Cullen Bunn, one of the most disturbing books I have seen in a while from this guy. And there's some images in here of people who have had, like, you know, surgeries and things done just on the strength of, you know, of their addiction to it. And they're just like sitting around in this 12-step program talking about their surgical addiction. And then there's this doctor whose daughter was one of them, but she was actually kidnapped because there's these people going around kidnapping people and doing like rogue surgeries on them. So it's not like an elective thing here. This is just like there's like some goons with red goggles here going out and operating on people and taking them to this abandoned building and just doing crazy shit to them. And there's a detective who also has some kind of a link to that as well. And he's going to help out this doctor find out who's doing this so they can solve, you know, who hurt her daughter and who hurt whoever it is in his life that this happened to. So I think this, but Cullen, you know, sometimes they get off to like a bang, like even the last book you ever read got off to like a really great start. You know, he gets off to a really good start. Let's see if he's able to bring this in, because this invasive, man, this is probably out in the shops today for sure.
That art is crazy looking, man.
Oh man, the artist, who is this? Bun's the writer, and Jesus Hervés is the artist, and Dan Jackson does the coloring. Taylor Esposito is lettering. It's a great looking book, and it's almost a different pace than he's done before. The guy's talented, man. You say what you will about him. He's a talented dude, and you know, he's able to bounce back. I'll give him that for damn sure. So, all right, now to the other couple of books from this week. Last week's or week before last book was Skeeters. Remember that one with the giant mosquitoes?
That was one of the books I picked up today because my show.
Okay, yeah. So, man, I have to make a correction. Janet, you can back me up on this because I forgot the name of the actual fly. I said we have mosquitoes out here that are like this big, like a dragonfly. Turns out those are not mosquitoes. Those are something called, maybe she mentions it in the chat, but carrier flies. I'm not sure. Am I right on that, sweetie? I think that's what it is, but it's something like that because someone complained about it in our neighborhood and said, I got all these carrier flies. And oh, okay, I thought they were mosquitoes, but they're pretty crane flies. Thank you very much. Yes, crane fly. So we still got some big mosquitoes out here. There's lots of mosquitoes, but not quite as big as dragonflies. So
yeah, Phil, that's what they called it in the 70s, right, Phil? Skeeters. Yeah, you don't want to catch a case of skeeters.
Skeeters. Oh my God. No. You might go see a doctor about that. Yes. Or to the free clinic. Anywho,
free love, man.
Free love. Oh, nothing's free. Believe you me. There's a cost. So Skeeters. Let's talk about Skeeters. All right. So Skeeters. This takes place in a place called Kankakee, not Illinois, Kankakee, Virginia, where I come from. Kankakee's in Illinois. And there's this place there that's run by the government. and they're doing experiments, and turns out they're doing experiments on these giant mosquitoes. Okay, and there's this cop who like just watches. She's totally bored with her life, and he's like, okay, get me out of this shit town, this shit job, and everything. And one day, one of these trucks coming from the government lab, she stops him for speeding. The guy just kind of gives her shit. Yeah, heel jack, get out of my way. And he said, okay, I was gonna let you go, but here's a ticket. So this keeps happening, and at one point there's a mishap with one of the trucks that, as you can imagine, what happens after that, because it's now out wild. So it's a funny book. It's got pretty decent art. It's from Mad Cave. Mad Cave is good for these odd books, and many of them are very good. And I think Excuse is one of them, man. It's Kelly Williams is the writer. Bob Franz. Oh wait, Bob Franz is also the writer too, I want to say. Oh, Kelly Williams is the artist and the colorist. Excuse me, he gets top billing. Oh man, he's got juice. And Bob Franz and Kevin Cuff are the writers. So yeah, check this out. I mean, you already got it, so let me know what you think about it.
Yeah, I have not got a chance to read it yet, but I love Mad Cave.
Yes, Mad Cave is awesome. They got a lot of good stuff. All right, the next one is probably my favorite one of the week, and that is Art Bones Dust. That is Art Bones Dust. This is by Ben Stenbeck, excuse me, the writer, and actually he's the writer and the artist. And Dave Stewart, one of the better colorists in the business, is the colorist here. So Our Bones Dust is this, like, once again, kind of an apocalyptic future, but it could be on a different planet. It looks like it's on a different planet. So as it opens up, there's this robot who seems to have not just the power to levitate things, kind of like Magneto does, but may be able to change things on a molecular level as well. So this robot just going through this desolate planet where just, stuff is just falling apart, and just making like this big Tetris puzzle out of things, and communicating with their partner who's in space, which is like a giant bug or something. And this, hey, this is going on here, and that's going on here. I mean, we're salvaging things, and this one little kid just like snatches a bottle of water, and times are so hard, even a bottle of water is worth dying over. So the kid snatches the water and makes away with it. And the kid has this mean ass look in his face. It's like, hey, the guy chasing him looked at him like, I'm not gonna fuck with that kid. So that kid looks crazy. And good thing too, that kid's got he's kind of, they say in the description, part victim and part predator. So the kid runs into this other group of traveling vagabonds, run into the folks who the kid ripped off. And the king of those vagabonds, there are these people like, hey, you get this kid, and back then, cannibalism was, it's just normal. It's just like dinner, it's what do you mean cannibalism? That's what we eat whatever you can eat, So you bring me the kid's head, you can eat the rest, and I would trade you some, some things for that too. So I bet, the kid's dead. I'm going to go find his ass. As you might imagine, it doesn't quite work out that way, because the kid has got some kind of unique skills that I won't discuss and spoil. But the robot who's doing all the sifting and manipulating of matter is detected that there's a youth in its midst. Like, oh, there's a youth, because I guess it's a rare thing to have like a person who's not old, I guess, in this world. So now this robot is interested in finding this kid and maybe retrieving it as one of its prizes. So yeah, that's and the way it's done, man, it's really darkly funny as well. I have to say that it's probably the best thing I read last week. I didn't expect. I love when it's unexpected. Like I'm looking for the penultimate book, and sometimes I'm let down by it. But this one was unexpected and turned out to be a winner. My bones dust. You might like
Yeah,
this.
I'm feeling a little FOMO for that one. That sounded interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like I just saw Mad Max Fury Road. It was a little too intense for Janet, but I I was able to watch it myself.
That's the
and
one with Charlize Theron, right?
yeah, with Charlize Theron,
Yeah.
Furiosa. She's Furiosa in there. Yeah,
I remember being bored a lot. Like I know a lot of people like that movie. I was bored a lot.
Were you? How could you be?
Yeah.
You must have been tired, man. You mean that movie is nonstop. Yeah, she bailed after a few minutes. Like, wait, this is the whole movie? They're gonna be like these crazy looking motherfuckers gonna be like, doing this shit to each other the whole movie? Nah. So I just ended up watching it. And my first time seeing it, it's like almost 15 years old or whatever. But I haven't. I had never seen
Yeah,
it.
it was a while ago.
Yeah,
Talk about
his guy
another
likes
one
it.
now. Was it called Furiosa? Oh, we got Otaku
Furiosa.
in the house. What's up,
Man,
homie?
Furiosa. Otaku. Yeah, I saw you like a couple of weeks ago before we crashed. What is up, man? I haven't seen you in a long time, Borum. How are you doing?
Yeah, him and
that's,
Namen. Well, he's always
Yeah,
on his channel, though. If you
Yeah,
wanna see him on-
I know I can find them. That's what I could go to your channel then. That's right. I need to get out to see more people's channels myself because I'm really bad at that. I apologize to everyone.
It can be a job, man. You gotta do the best you can.
Space Crime is like, hey, what you talking about? Fury Road is like that's the shiznizzle. And I
liked it. Maybe it was a long time ago. I might.
You must have been tired, man. I mean,
I did like it. I did like it.
Yeah,
I just
I
spots.
Yeah, and it was funny in spots, darkly funny, but the fucking guy playing the guitar. I gotta have my own theme song. I gotta have my own theme song as I pillage the whole land.
It was really cool looking though.
Strap my guitars to the front of the truck. You imagine Ace Frehley just like tooling down the highway or some shit. Oh man, that was awesome. Yeah, yes. So anywho, that is it. And let me. Oh, I gotta share the screen now. See, this is all new stuff to me here.
Yeah, but it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I know. It's good. Let's see if we can get through it here. All right. New comics this week. I want that one. There we go.
Sade all day.
Sade all day. All right. So let me see here. Oh, there we are. Wow. It's this thing. I didn't even click on it. I just like went to the thing by itself. It's got a mind of its own. That's awesome.
All right. What you want.
It knows what you want.
It's nearly self-aware.
It knows. Yes. There's a song called the Mental Health Helpline. It's like it goes through all this stuff. It's just the funniest thing in the world. If you're paranoid, you already know what you want. So just stay on the line and we'll be right with you. Like, okay. Oh, he knows what I want. That's awesome. All right. So what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Not a lot of stuff. This is kind of a slow week, actually. Not slow, but I don't know.
Let me see what we got. I'll be the judge of that.
Back at the top. Yeah, I know. Nightwing, you still pulling Nightwing?
Of course. That one's unlocked. As long as Tom Taylor's on that one, I'm on that one. I'm locked.
All right.
Way behind on reading it, though.
Yeah, I'll bet. But what I am, I also get Superman, which that's a few issues behind on, but that's due for a catch-up day. I refuse to get any more Amazing Spider-Man. We'll talk about Spider-Man later. There's a Spider-Man that I do like though. It's not ASM. All right, so the Incredible Hulk. Oh my God, are you behind on that too, or did you read the last issue?
I am behind. The last one that I read, that girl had pretty much teamed up with the Hulk.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. She's she's
probably or somehow too.
Yeah, I forgot what happened with that shit, but the stuff has happened since then. But there's a transformation scene in the last issue that just blew my mind. Holy shit! The way they transform him now, man, it used to be like this whole Bruce Banner just changes and bursts out of his shirt and I'm the Hulk. Now, dude, man. that transformation scene, just like he literally, the Hulk busts out of Banner's body, and there's just like fingers and bone and flesh and blood and all kinds of shit, and he leaves a pool of Banner on the ground. And here's the Hulk. I guess he repeats the whole process when he changes back to Bruce Banner, I guess, or maybe he just shrinks back down. I don't know, but to show that transformation was just like, damn, that was just like, there's something you don't see every day. So it kind of rocked my world there.
Down a much darker direction, definitely on this book.
It has, but I think it works this time, man, because I like that a lot. There's a Momoko Nightmare version here, so it says, which is almost not as gory as that transformation I just described, but a little different.
I was looking at that Peach. That one, I like Peach, but that one's a miss for me.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not a incentive cover though. This, however, is an incentive. This is, I think, one for what? One for 25. Davila. I hope I'm not messing it up too much. That's okay, but I know I paid 1 in 25 for it. But hey, that big back. Hulk got back. Yeah, so that's one of the mainstream ones I'm looking forward to the most, I would say. All right, so moving back to the list. What else? Let's get rid of that Hulk tab real fast before I click on it again. I have had a chance to, however, read the Superior. Yes, what it is, Superior Spider. I almost said Suspiria. The Superior. It is not very. The Superior Spider-Man. I read
there it is.
Hey! I know. Yay. So Superior Spider-Man, written by Dan Slott, drawn by Mark Bagley. This is I didn't read the first. I was kind of I was still mad at ASM for that whole brand new day bullshit back then. So I was not even close to listening to anything. But reading it was way more enjoyable, and the art was good than I was to say than the ASM books. So and I said, wow, I'm reading a Marvel book and I'm liking it. So I read those first two, so I might stick around a little bit for this.
Really?
I might, because this is kind of got me interested, and
so you're gonna go get that new suit. It looks like there's a new suit there.
Slightly. Oh yeah, he does wear a new suit. Encoded suit video game. Suits. Oh my god! The suits. They need to just stop with the suits. They don't keep the suits longer than a couple. The one that everybody hated, that blue one. Oh gosh, this one.
That 1 in 25 is freaking sick. That crane.
This one?
Oh. I love it. I love it.
You like that one?
I'm not getting it, but I love it.
It's pretty dope, huh?
I like the suit too. That black on the chest and the way it's. Oh man, that is fine.
He makes it look good. Yeah. This is the one he's wearing in the issue I read. Yeah. How about you? We want to change that. This is dope enough right here. This America's
really like this.
This America's sweetheart Clayton Crane here doing the that suit.
If I were to, this would never be for 10 or 15, but I'm not collecting this series. But if I saw this for 10 or 15, I would buy it just to buy it. But this one's probably 30. This one's probably
for
30,
sure.
At least $30 book.
Well, you never know. You never know. Sometimes
it's Crane. A lot of people love Crane, and it's pretty sick. Yeah,
they do.
It's gonna be
I guess you're right.
book.
Yeah,
especially the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the ladies. Is Hulk on any team right now? No, Hulk is not really a team player right now, Phil. I don't think he is. I think he's
definitely like Bruce Banner's not even in control of Hulk right now. They're kind of two separate at the moment.
Just a pile of pus on the ground right now. You just know it's two different. He showed up in She-Hulk's book too. So he's even
Yeah, I
mad
haven't
at
I
She-Hulk.
haven't read.
Oh,
I
I
just
want
the
to. I'm
last
gonna
book.
tell you then.
Yeah, the last book I read, he showed up at her door, and I was like, "What the hell
Hmm.
is?" And I was
Yeah.
wondering, is it going to be Philip Klein or Philip Johnson's Hulk, or was it going to be some other version? It looks like Philip Johnson's Hulk, though, which is going to
Is
be
it,
interesting. How you're going to bring those two books together?
it was Philip Johnson's Hulk rendered by the current artist. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
That's interesting because
Hmm.
they're such totally different books. I'm wondering how they're going to
Very
smash into
different.
each
Very different. And
other.
even
I
though
definitely did read that one.
even though he's in the She-Hulk and in her guest starring in her book, he still kind of shows that dark side of not quite as dark as in his main book, but you'll see. But yeah, I thought it was well done. I mean, I thought both of those books were pretty well done.
I got a thing for She-Hulk. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I got a thing for She-Hulk.
I know. I absolutely know you do.
I
I've
like
heard
women
tell.
that can. I like women that can beat my ass.
She can have it if she wants it. She can have it if she wants
Exactly.
it. She can have it if she wants
You know
it.
that was coming. I gotta get that echo off there.
I know, Janet. I know. I just had to remind everybody. I love you. I didn't know I had a thing for green. I knew green was my favorite color, but I didn't know I loved it on women like I do. But
It ain't easy being green.
it is.
Oh gosh, I tell you. Oh, where was I? I almost forgot. Okay, yes.
So anyway, yeah,
um,
this cover is dope. I love it.
yes. Oh, Larry Love. A book. What the hell was it again? By Cullen Bunn.
Hey, thanks for
Um,
coming through, Philtastic. Good to see you, homie.
yeah, Philtastic. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Invasive. Yes, invasive. It. I don't know if it's anything like Nip Tuck, but it definitely is disturbing. And Nip Tuck was kind of disturbing too. I remember watching one episode of that and like, yeah. So it could
I
be.
remember people used to watch that show. I never watched it myself, though.
I think me and
Wasn't
Janet.
Peter? Wasn't Peter Dinklage on that show? If I recall
He
correctly,
may
didn't he
have
take?
been as a
I
doctor.
think he. Yeah, didn't he take somebody's wife or something? I might be making that up.
Oh, Peter's is suave, you know. He's a suave dude. So don't be fooled. Yeah, I think Janet and I and one of our friends were watching one episode of that. We were like, it's a little bit, not, a little bit
Yeah.
icky poo poo.
Phil's Treehouse felt himself get a little bit weaker there as he lost to Phil.
Power feels. Wait, I feel a disturbance in the field force. Something has happened. Something has happened. It is a real thing. For real though. It is a real thing. All right, so let's go back and go back. Oh, how am I going to do this again? Oh yeah, I remember now. Stay with me, boys and girls. I'll figure it out one of these days. All right, Superior Spider-Man gets a thumbs up from me. Yes, as does Spider-Boy, because they're kind of in the first Superior Spider-Man, they were kicking it together, and we're learning more about Spider-Man. I was kind of, like whatever about Spider-Boy at first, but the more I see of him, the more I kind of like him. Hope they don't mess him up.
I don't know anything about him. I know nothing.
Really? He almost unmasked himself in the first Superior Spider-Man, but I won't spoil that.
I like his suit.
The suit is very cool. Very cool, very nice. Undiscovered Country. Oh, the Deviant. Have you had a chance to read the Deviant yet?
No, and I was gonna stack them together because it's tiny, and I'm locked in on it, so I like to read it all together.
Oh, sure. Plus, this is going to be probably a short, series anyway. So this kind of holiday related in a bizarro kind of way. But yeah, it's dark as you might expect.
I like the style of the covers for these books. Like the style of this cover right here, I really like it.
Yeah,
especially with like the trade, how the trade dress looks and how it flows into the number and the image logo and the artists on the bottom left. Man, I just really like how they did it. It looks cool to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 It's just, yeah. It's yeah. I mean, you didn't read the first one. I won't spoil anything, but yeah, it's what you might expect. And from James
Yeah,
T,
you can. I can usually tell I'm reading James T pretty immediately. Yeah, there it is. I know this is my guy right here. You know.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is something you should be picking up if you are a James T fan. You already are probably. Well, if you're a horror fan, you need to
I'm
definitely pick
among
it
the
up.
biggest.
So,
I'm definitely among the biggest.
hmm All right. So what else we got?
I'm super straight, but if he asked me out on a date, I would.
Is your man crush? All right. So all right. So what else we got coming here? Spine tingling Spider-Man. No, thank you. What else we got coming here?
Oh, there's a free comic book day book. I'll need to make sure to grab that. They were asking
Really?
on my show yesterday, do you still get excited about free comic book day?
Really?
And I was saying I get excited about the deals. I don't really get excited about the free comic book day books anymore, though. Yeah, Janet. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
Oh my god. She busted. She
I
but
love it.
but like Will and Jada have an exceptions list. You have an exceptions list too. Okay. All right.
You're damn right I do. James T is at the top.
Special James T. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't get excited, but I still enjoy it. I hope it never goes away. I appreciate it. I appreciate the hell out of them giving me these free books. I know printing is not cheap. So yeah, I mean, and sometimes you get an actual full book, not just a ash can, quote unquote, or a best of or a preview or something like that. So that's always that's always the gem to look for. That special book that you didn't expect. So I would say excited. It's more for bringing in more recruits for the industry. We already drinking the Kool-Aid, so it's not about us really. But I hope it still continues.
To respond to Damien, I will just say that like there's a certain level of risk reward in that threesome that makes it really exciting. So the answer is a strong yes.
Is the fact that Shio could probably rip both of you in half? Yes, that's probably it.
And a strong affirmative. I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yes. Hurt me. Yes. All right. Let's move on down the line here. Geiger Ground Zero. I read Ground Zero number 1. This is the second part, which is only a 2-part series. I liked it. I like almost everything Geiger. I've been I love that it comes out sporadically. If it were monthly, I wouldn't like it.
Ghost Machine is on FOC this coming Monday. So if you're ordering before FOC, Ghost Machine is on that list now.
Okay.
That's the Geiger World Expanded there. So be ready for
really.
That.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget this. This is a little tag they have on there. That's right. All right, look at you. New Burn, number 13. God bless New Burn. I had to. Looks like God. It's like him and his like his protege is having some issues there. But I dropped off New Burn not because it was bad, but because I just had to make some cuts. But I love that Chip is still putting out New Burn for Image Comics. Back up to the top here. Titans Beast World. Having a chance to read any of those Titans. I mean, it might be good, but I just, kind of a little bit turned off by the whole event thing. It's one of those things. Philadelphia is still banging out great stuff. Oh my God. Philadelphia. Last issue, they had like a Spawn crossover. Spawn and someone else may be in that book too. I forget who, but Philadelphia is at number 32 and going strong.
Yeah, I need to get back to those trades. I fell off of them. I need to get back on.
Yeah. Thanks to Willie, I was able to catch up on the first two. I didn't have the second one.
Yeah.
The second one.
I'm gonna have to read. I read the first one, but I'm gonna have to reread it because it's been so long. I can't.
It's been a minute. Yeah. I know. Presidents, vampires. You got the drill.
Yeah, I remember it was getting crazy. I remember Ben Franklin was wrong. I remember it got
crazy.
Man.
Yeah, I love you incorporate the sea of brotherly love and its its colonial history into the vampirism.
Yeah, I just now remembered. Oh yeah, Ben Franklin. I forgot about that part. Oh jeez, that's crazy.
Ben Franklin, crazy shit, man. Rare flavors. Was that Juno was talking about rare flavors? No, that was God, who was it? They were just talking about rare flavors, but rare flavors number 3 is coming out next week. I've been missing that a little bit too. It may have been Jose, I think. My memory is so short. I don't remember what happened 10 minutes ago. No disrespect.
It was
Phil. Okay, Phil. Okay, Phil-tastic. Phil-tastic. Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's look at Animal Pound number 1 because I reviewed Animal Pound number 0, the ash can, last week, and I was totally swayed by the speech that Mr. Tom King gave about this anticipated impact he expects this book to have, not just on the comic community, goddammit, but onto the world and onto schools and everywhere else where people have institutions of learning.
I'm gonna pull it. I was gonna skip because I pulled Animal Castle and I was like, yeah, I've done it, but yeah, I'll do it again. Why not?
Yeah. So I tell you, man, that's it's a continuation in a way of of the original series, but the original series by the original author. But he takes it to another step. He says as much as that was a mirror, of society for that time, he wants this to be a mirror for society for this current time. So I'm down with it, man. I know Tom King can write, so he's off to a good start with that first issue. So I'm sign me up, brother.
I just saw a book. I'm gonna let you get to it, but I just saw a book that I'm surprised I want to pull it, but I'm gonna.
Really? Okay. If I missed it, let me know.
Okay.
Let's see how many. You gotta come. What is this? Oh my God, Shimuzu, the unlockable man variant. Mr. Unlockable Man, the unlockable variant. The cute little kitty in the front, and they get more ferocious as you go toward the back. Oh yeah, the locks are off now. It's ass kicking time now. I like that.
It's more
Scotty Young. That's right. Animal Pound from Scotty Young. No, Scotty Young does a guy. This
is that from his store or yeah?
Good question. It just says does it say? No, I think it's no, that's a regular open order book. Yeah, so yeah. Sometimes he does them from time to time. And this is a Boom book, so he's done other stuff, but mostly Marvel. And now he's only done what's that DC book he just recently did? I forgot what it was, but
it was his first one ever, right?
Mm-hmm. His first DC book. So yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, it is just a regular variant, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, did you read Canary number 1 from Dark Horse? That's the Scott Snyder joint.
Yeah, I thought about it, but no, I did not get that one.
Yeah, is it bad that I read it? I can't remember much about it. So I guess it didn't have that much of an impact on me. I literally, man, speaking of that, in a few weeks, first
1891 period piece.
Yeah, in a few weeks we got to do our best of 23 video. I'm thinking the first week of January, either that Friday or Saturday, whichever works best for you. So you got a lot of family commitments on the weekend and that kind of thing.
I think probably either one. I'm usually pretty open on Friday, Saturday night, so I don't have a life or anything. Unless my kids take it. Yeah, they can always take
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
it. Yeah.
The wife and kids. My wife and kids. That's the Winans brother show. Um, what else we got here? What else do we got? Hexagon Bridge. I like the first one of that. Wasn't super crazy about it, but it was pretty good. Plot holes, however. Are you pulling plot holes still, or am I just the only one pulling that?
I pulled the first issue, but then my shop has not been pulling it, and I forgot to add it on
okay.
T-Paw, so I missed issues and fell off of it.
Okay, yeah, man, this is getting good. Plot holes is.
I love the setup. The setup is dope.
The setup is dope, and it's gotten better since you fell off. Trust me, you want to get back on this. It's a limited series. Man, Sean Murphy's art is off the chain. The guy is a savant. He writes and draws like nobody's business, and the characters are becoming more, I would say, evolved, but they're definitely becoming. You see more depth to the characters, and Ed, the lady who's the editor, there's something revealed about her too. That's more about her history. So, yeah, and the plot holes is pretty damn good.
Did you see that the original X-Men they're up there? Did you see that?
I did glimpse it. Is that the one you were talking about? Checking out.
That is the one I was talking.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that one.
I like the cover, and I'm not really an X-Men guy, but I'm curious about X-Men, and so this looks like an interesting jumping on point. I like the way the art looks, and I like the concept of. Beast doesn't even look like Beast. You see that? He looks like old school Beast.
Yeah. That's definitely the old school original. It's like the hockey has the original 6. These are original 5 X-Men right here. So that's.
And I don't really understand it, but I guess there's somehow time travel involved with this. I really don't understand the synopsis there. I don't think I know enough about X-Men to understand it.
Me either. And are you curious enough to pick it up even?
I'm debating it.
Yeah, me too.
Obviously, you're not.
Oh, well, I don't know. It'll be a game time decision because I do like the cover, but Marvel's got so much stuff out there, and I've been fooled by stuff like Spider-Gwen, Dark, What If, whatever. Like, really, So if this is another one of those, but this could be good, and then that's how you miss a good book. They cry wolf so often, and you miss a good book. This could be good.
I'm seeing how League of Comic Geeks splits the books out between open order, incentive covers, and retailers now. That is really cool.
This is new.
Yeah. And I love the Unknown Comics variant for that original X-Men. If you look at it.
Oh, maybe let's take a look at it then.
I think it's cool looking.
Let's just open this up to another tab. We're talking about it. Where's the X-Men? There's a dope cover. Who is the cover artist?
R. Andrews.
Ryan Stegman is the A cover guy.
Yeah,
what's the one you're liking?
The Unknown Comics one.
The Unknown Comic.
Share that tab.
Really, the Unknown Comic?
Yeah, you don't like that one?
No, if you see old school people remember the Unknown Comic from the Gong Show. There was this guy that wore a paper bag over his head and told horrible jokes. He was called the Unknown Comic. Anybody? This thing on? Yeah. Anyway.
Well, show the people the cover. Share the tab.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I got to click that button. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Bear with me, folks. Now you can see it. Y'all can see it. I can see it.
It looks like it's the cover artist's cover. It says Carl Andrews.
Anyway.
I like the kind of kid sketch feel to it.
Yeah, it is Carl Andrews. Yeah. Is this an exclusive?
Yeah, that one's
Unknown Comics. Yeah, okay, yeah. Unknown. I bet the person that owns Unknown Comics gets the Unknown Comic joke too. So I'm just saying.
I'm sure.
That Phil remembers no. I love you, Phil. Damn it. I remember no comic. Yes, exactly. He just got you.
Okay. That was the one book I was looking at. I was
And Sleepy
surprised I was
remembers it
interested.
too. Oh, do any of you read Star Trek? Oh, I missed that question. Sorry, Mojo. You read Star Trek or Firefly or the Radiant series books? 1 out of 3. I read some of the Radiant books. It's such a big universe, and I have such little time left in my comic
Seems
book.
like
Oh my God, it's like that's Radiant Black, Radiant Pink, Radiant Red. I think it was a Radiant Yellow for at least one issue. So man, but every time I read one, it's been good. So I do have love for the Radiant series and those books. Star Trek. I'll watch a Star Trek movie or sometimes TV show. But I'm more of a Star Wars person. And Firefly, I've heard so much good stuff about, but I've never seen an episode of Firefly ever. What say
I've
you?
watched the show. Yeah, I've watched the show. I've never read the book. Actually, I did read Firefly Brand New Verse. I did read that, and I didn't really get into it. But I did
Yeah.
like the show a lot. I love Janestown. That's my favorite episode.
For Star Trek? Yeah.
Firefly.
Oh, Firefly. I'm sorry. Yeah, Firefly. Yes,
I love Star Trek. As far as Star Trek, Picard is my captain. Star Trek Next Generation, and then Deep Space Nine is also my jam. I love that one.
Yes.
But Picard is my captain.
Yes, Picard is your captain. Engage.
Yes.
Dead lucky. You're right. No one is. They are in the same. No one is like I think more Radiance universe adjacent than actually plumb in the whole. The middle of all the hubbub was going on with them. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. That's the same universe created by Mr. Kyle Higgins. He's doing a great job with that universe. And I No One. I got to catch up on No One. And I was like so into No One, and I still am. But just like sometimes books just like they fall off a little bit. But I got to get back to it. It's slipping away. You're like, oh no, issue number 10 is out. Still on number 5. So that's what happened with No One. But I gotta catch up on that because I love that book so much.
I miss Jane. I love Jane from Firefly. He's hilarious. I love him so much. I was talking to Mojo there. Sorry.
Mojo. Oh, God. I like the podcast that follows it. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I love podcasts. I'm all about the podcast. Oh, my God. Spike with the bag on his always. That's awesome. Somebody with a bag on his head, just like he's lost his mask or some shit. Yeah. He used to remember once he used to web his face up or some shit. I just imagining that happened one time. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I've read that. What else we got here as far as this book that you the Romita Junior homage, if you will. This is J.R. Jr.'s version. I feel like I may have ordered this one. Maybe I ordered. Well, maybe because this has been homage so much, I ordered some other one that was like this, but it's just all blurring together. But this is J.R. Jr. doing not an X-Men 1. It's not an X-Men 1, is it? Did they fight Magneto in the first issue? Show you how much of an X-File I am. I'm not sure, but that's definitely one of the better covers. Most definitely.
Yes, they were fighting him on X-Men 1.
Thank you so much. Fact check. And the one for 25, Raphael Albuquerque.
Here's a 6.0 for a cool $27,500. If anyone wants to buy it.
Number 1? You got
X-Men
one?
Number 1, 6.0, $27,500. Could you imagine spending that much money on a comic book? That'd be crazy.
Let's see. I could either get this house or I could get this X-Men 1.
Yeah, if I have that much money, like you'd have to have an absurd amount of money to drop that much money on a comic book.
Oh yeah. For sure. All right. So definitely maybe might check out the X-Men original X-Men number 1. So definite maybe. All right. What was my next stop along the way here? Rare Flavors. Looking forward to that. Animal Pound. Looking forward to that. Canary. It was all right. Oh, Red Light. We reviewed it last week. It was kind of disturbing in some ways, but very well done with the AI that's actually flesh and blood, which is almost kind of scary because what would happen then? The next thing I want to take a closer look at here is this thing called Shift. And here it is right here. I remember to press the button this time. All right, Shift. He's tangled with Radiant Black and fought alongside the Dead Lucky, speaking of which. But who's the man in the suit, and how do you assemble this team of contractors? This extra length one-shot contains the 4 8-page Shift stories originally released in Image, ! That anthology that I loved so much back in the day, 2 years ago, plus a brand new 5-page story by Shift creator Kyle Higgins. And Daniel, here it is, brace yourself, Daniel Diniculo, I'm sorry, sir, very much for fucking your name up, ahead of Shift's appearance in Radiant Black's The Catalyst Wars. Okay, so there's going to be a big crossover, and Shift I was talking about that when that Image series was out. I mean, the stuff is going to spring from that Image series, and one thing has come already from it. What was that? That was something else that came out of the Image series already, but this one is going to also be part of that universe. So man, that's going to be expanding already bigger than the Transformers, Void Rivals, G.I. Joe universe, whatever that's called. The gives an M. What is that called? The Megatron universe? No, something else. That universe, you know what I'm talking about. But it's getting as big as that, and they're both like subsets of Image. That's very cool.
Yeah, because I think you're seeing Mark Miller do this. There are people strategically trying to build IPs to get optioned, because one of the interesting things about Todd McFarlane's interview that he did with Comic Tom a while back is when he talked about how if you're a streaming provider and you want content from Marvel or DC, you're pretty much locked out, right? They're locked into the studios that they're locked in with. So you have to go to Dark Horse and Image, and when they've got to come up with stuff to stream on all of these streaming platforms, and there's nothing better than having built-in audiences already excited and ready to go and ready to promote it for you, like we are. And so I do think you're going to see a future where not all, but a lot of these things are going to make it to the screen for sure.
Amen, brother. And just like Reggie said last week when he introduced the show, comics are the future. So indie comics are the future.
I hope they are. Yeah, I think indie comics are the future. Hopefully
comics are the future. Yes, comics / indie comics especially are the future. Yes, there will always be the great ones, the keys, but indie comics are going to come up. Like George and Wheezy. Energon, thank you, Peter. Peter, thank you for jumping on and filling in that blank in my mind. Energon universe. Yes, that's what it is. The Transformers and Void Rivals and all that jazz. Don't you know?
Peter coming through big. What's up, Peter?
Coming through in the clutch. Like Shohei Ohtani, who got all that money. Yes, he did. All right. So, StreamYard. Let's go to StreamYard. Yeah, let's go to this one. So, Shift. Shift is something I'm looking forward to. If I didn't pre-order it, I meant to, and I apologize. All right, Hunt for Skinwalker has kind of gotten away from me. I mean, I get the Hunt for Skinwalker. It's kind of like the Blue Book series. Either you're into that kind of stuff or you're not. And if you are, then it's a good read. But I like the blue book a little bit more. I think Skinwalker is good, but I didn't like the art as much in the Skinwalker series. But it's still I like the idea of bringing that mythos to comic books because that's been kind of left out. Negaduck, Rumpus Room number 4. That might be the last issue of. Sometimes they go 4 issues in the AWA. I like that. So Rumpus Room has been banging with that.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I'm gonna get the trade because I love Mark.
Mm-hmm. Get that trade, but read it. I don't care how you do it, but get that book. Get it. All right. So the sickness. Is there sickness? Yes, there is. There is.
That Bunny Mask hardcover is on FOC this coming Monday, and I'm debating if I want to get it or not.
I have pretty much every issue of Bunny Mask, including variants and everything else, so I kind of got it already. But
yeah, I have it too. The hardcover. I just love having the hardcover. I just like
it.
For the books that I really liked. I can't tell you why I really liked that one, but I
did. Yeah.
I think it's because he got busy with her. Like I seriously think that book where they suddenly hook. I'm like, whoa! I think ever since then I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm on this book. This book understands me.
That just shows you, like, men, we will bang anything moving.
This book understands me, man.
Bunny Mask, you tilt your head and squint. Yeah, man, you look kind of right. Yeah, Bunny Mask. Yeah, let's do this.
Mojo is in on it. There you go, Mojo.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if the sickness is ending, and it may not come out next week. First of all, because I can't see how number 3 and number 4 are going to come out back to back just like that. And it looks like there's nothing solicited past number 4. So this could be the end of the sickness series. I'm going to have to. This is only a 4-issue series so far. I can reread it. I just got the second issue from my comic shop today because it got lost in the ether, from my LCS. So I'm just going to reread number 1 and check out number 2 and number 3. And if number 4 comes out next week, great. If it doesn't, great. It's fine, But they've had some nice backup covers too. This is Allison Sampson. This is just this is interesting. And all that rotten fruit and stuff. There's an eyeball. Oh, there's a couple eyeballs. Oh, well then, makes complete sense to me. Okay. All right. I did like the sickness a lot. You didn't even pull the sickness, did you?
No, I'm not on this one. I've heard people like it though. I've heard many people.
Oh yeah. It was like kind of hot for a cool minute. All right, so what's next? Let's move it on down the line here, y'all. I never read. I bought Adventure Man. I don't think I've even read that number 1 that I bought. It looked kind of cool. It looked nice, but I just I don't really feel it, but it looks cool.
Man, I read the story in that Dwellings number 1 in that book. That book is weird, man.
Isn't it great? It's great though, man. It's like it's in the mold. This is like totally in the mold of Stray Dogs. It does for the Harvey books. Yes,
way weirder. But yeah, it's I see what you mean. Where the art doesn't necessarily meet the match the content.
Yes. It does for the Harvey books what Stray Dogs did for like the Disney books. So that's kind of what it does for me. But that's not what you expect.
Not at all. I was like, what am I
reading? What's this, mommy? Now the Agent allegedly. Okay, it's coming out next week. I mean, I ordered it like months ago. I haven't got my number 1 with the variant of the Steranko homage, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see if it comes out or not. But so far, it has not. The Prism, I wasn't wild about The Prism. The Prism was one of those books. It almost like Mad Max's concept of having like the guitarist. It's like this, they drop this guitarist from space and they play this solo. They play this solo. They like stop the smoke on the water, and it's just kind of cool, but it's kind of out there for me. Out there for me. That's saying something. All right, so let's move on. All right,
Yeah.
so this former.
You thought You Promised Me Darkness was totally normal. So yeah,
did I though? I'm not sure if I did or not. Perhaps I did.
I made that up.
Sainted Love.
KS and Comics sneaking in. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, homie.
Oh gosh. All right, let's get back to the main thing here and see if I can do my thing here. Oh, here we go.
It'll take time to restore chaos. It'll take time to restore chaos. It'll take time to restore chaos.
He's getting it together. That sounded better than before.
I'm doing it rap style. I'm an MC. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, League of Geeks. Sainted Love was a penultimate book at some point, and it chronicles this gay couple that become time travelers, and they go throughout history and find I guess famous gay people throughout throughout history. But I gotta tell you, Steve Orlando, same person who wrote the book that my lovely Janet reviewed a few weeks ago. It's the writing is nice, but I'm not in love with the art, man. The art, I mean, I'm very forgiving on the art, but it's just if it maybe it's a stronger, maybe for the community or for the LGBT community, it may be a kind of a historic thing, and they may enjoy it more than I do. I have no problem with that, but just like the art was just not so good, and I don't know, it just didn't grab me the way I thought it may have grabbed me. But it's worth checking out. You may feel differently than I do. You may be more forgiving about art, even I am. But I gotta say, this is one that fell a wee bit short for me. So I'm sorry, just a wee bit, just a wee bit. All right, so back to the old grind here. Remember the grind on MTV? This is that's what old people do. They reminisce. Remember the grind? Remember that shit?
Was that a dance show or what was it?
It was like it was a dance show. It was like a 90s version of American Bandstand or Soul Train or something. It's
back when MTV had music.
Oh yes, and not just reality shows. But what are you gonna do? All right,
Tune in next week for Old People Reminisce.
Damn you! You ain't wrong though. All right, so what's the next thing we're gonna do here? Let's see. Children of the Comet, you might want to pick that up too. I know you love that one. Midnight Western Theater, The Witch Trial. I must have missed number 2 because I thought I was sub to that, but I am not sub to it, and I did not read it yet. And apparently number 3 is coming out, or number 4. You know how that shit goes, man. It's never the same thing, Oh, here we go. Found it. The Destroyer, from everyone's favorite publisher. Bad idea.
Top 46 president. Nice. Very nice.
I'm missing some comments here. I have to get some multiple oh God. You
Mojo,
based the list, all right, yes.
I bought Holy Roller. I haven't read it yet because I love Rick Remender, so I know I'm gonna like it. So I know I'm gonna buy the series. But yeah, I'm excited to read it though.
I feel like I've bought Holy Roller.
That's the Andy Samberg and Rick Remender,
yeah, Rick Remender and Andy Samberg, who I do like a lot. Adam Sandler was a guy I was trying to think of a few weeks ago, like who was the like a similar guy to Andy Samberg. But to me, Andy Samberg, way more talented. Way more. I mean, he doesn't play the guitar or anything, but he's way more funny. I like Andy Samberg's comedy work a lot more, I think. We're talking about Holy Roller. Yeah, Holy Roller. I think I may have ordered it from my comic shop. If I didn't, I'll pick one up from the LCS. So I do want to check it out. I love he was ducking the shoes. He will duck a shoe. He's a shoe ducking mofo. That dude was in the back.
He was ready. You weren't hitting him. You weren't hitting him.
Where's the Secret Service? The Secret Service didn't just like riddle that guy with bullets. What's up, man? You guys on
if
your
I
job
recall correctly, Bush like looks at someone like probably clearly Secret Service. He's like, yeah, I'm okay. So like,
I'm okay.
He was super cool about it.
He was super cool about it. They're just like, okay, I just use my flash powers to dodge these bullets. So is anybody going to be picking up this Destroyer book here? Are you going to pass on this one too, 80s guy? This is May Cat is the writer. All of a sudden
anymore for bad idea books. I just don't.
They didn't have a B cover. I mean, what is it about? Should I even read what it's about? Do you even care? I don't know. Does anybody care what time it is? Eric Strombringer has been in an accident as a high-energy physicist. It's the most classified installation in the world. There can be no accidents. Now Eric has a secret. Something is growing inside of him. Uh-oh. The radiance of 1,000 suns let loose a new force. He can feel it. He can even hear it. He can smell it, he says. It wants to live, and that it is growing stronger enough to defy the laws of physics, to tear open reality, bleed out time. It tells him that he will soon be free, radiant and free. Take that. Go your fucking wagnalls. That he will soon be beyond life and beyond death. But Eric knows his secret threatens the lives of those he holds dear and the powers he works for. Play dice with the gods and everyone loses. Can he contain it? Or will he allow it to emerge? Oh my God. I mean, that's
a trippy cover, man.
It's a trippy cover. It is super trippy, and it's 72 pages for $10, folks. So, thoughts? Exactly. The cover is interesting. Yeah. Oh, hey, 250624. Oh, man. Don't get me started on stuff like that. Yeah, 80s guy, I'm with you on that. Yeah. Pasadena on that one. No, thank you. But, to be so, I have liked a lot of bad idea books before in the past. But now they're crowdfunding all their books. I don't know what that tells me, but the thing is,
Kickstarter, right?
Yeah, they're crowdfunding on Kickstarter, but every one of those fuckers get funded. So somebody wants to read bad idea books. I mean, they get way overfunded.
Like I know people on it. I know a few people on Instagram who are like huge bad idea fans. They do all the bad ideas, silly stuff. They're just hardcore. Which more power to. Be silly about the things you're excited about. Like I'm silly about something's killing children. I'm totally cool with it. But
yeah, man. But I go to Costco and get a fifth fry left in that. You gotta get like a gallon for $9.99, depending on what you're drinking. Drinking some of that Old Crow, some of that Old Granddad or something like that. Some with old in the title.
Yeah,
definitely be cheaper.
Only if it's got fruit flavor, right? 80s guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise,
you're damn right. So I tell you, I will honestly not be picking this up because I probably won't be able to find it, and it's $10. But if I happen to trip over one in the street somewhere, I will definitely read it. So there you go.
Yeah, the closest bad ideas shop here is in Topeka, so or I could use T-Fall, but
I see. Well, oh shit, I did it again. says Britney Spears. Oh, gotta do this whole thing all over again. All right, so here we go. Back to the main thing. Exactly. Yes, Britney Spears. Should she have gotten her freedom from her bad old man, or should not? Discuss.
It's crazy how that song is over 20 years old, right? Golly,
I know.
It's just nuts.
Oh my God, it's yeah. It's I remember when it first came out. Actually, I remember a lot of stuff. All right, so I'm going to share this screen one more time. And I'm not going to mess it up. There we go. All right, so we're back. We're back. One more time. Oh, Britney theme. That's right. Baby, one more time. I tell you. Ministry of Compliance. Oh, funny you should mention that, Mojo.
I was doing Daft Punk actually, but Britney works too.
Yes. There you go. Daft Punk is cool. That was actually a penultimate book. That was 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. The Ministry of Compliance. I liked it. A little wordy for my taste, but it was needed to explain the premise and everything. So I will be picking up the second issue of that. So a couple, I forget what stream that's on, but that's about maybe 3 weeks ago's stream. I did a review of that one. I did like it. She overdid. Yes,
I remember that.
She overdid it. She overdid it again. Oh, that's all right. That's right. Oh, look what I found. But I could just leave it laying there. Who knows? I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling that day. I just don't know. All right, we've come to that time at the 2-hour mark. We finally almost reached the penultimate book. So let's get that going and check it out. And now it is time for the penultimate book. And this week, that book is called Total Party Killer #1. And it looks like this. Yes, Total Party Killer #1. Okay.
Right.
Whatever. I do have a video to go with that too. If you just hang on for a second. Bear with me, boys and girls, moms and dads. Here we go. Total Party Killer. A mature, dark fantasy with a bloody splash of comedy for fans of Quentin Tarantino movies and Dungeons & Dragons. No one told Verity, the adventuring intern, that her first quest would be this bloody. Perpetually surrounded by mayhem, mutilation, and murder, Verity finds little sympathy in her mentor, Captain Bastion. With the looming danger of the primordial dragon gritter on the horizon, Verity has to ask herself one simple question. How badly does she really want this job?
I ask myself that question every day.
I know. Alas, but it helps to pay for all those comic books, though, I'm sure. So
how badly do I want this job?
I know. It could be worse, my friend. It could be so much worse. Yeah, so it looks like this is and can correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, because Lord knows I can be wrong. This is kind of based on a game. There's some kind of a game influence on this.
I've never heard of it.
Because there was another book by a similar title called The Total Party Kill or Party Killers. There was some other version of this, but it was a whole different creator. So that may have been nothing to do with this. But just
It
the
looks like
idea.
it
I
is
mean,
a survival game.
okay, okay, it's based on a survival game. Yeah, and the artwork looks sick though, man. I love the artwork in here. It's so like I don't know. It's it's cartoony, but it's like it's bold. So it's one of those things I could totally get into.
Totally.
I know, right? the other B cover by Linnell Yu, maybe. David Yu,
Please,
I'm
guy,
sorry.
pass.
Pass. Oh well.
Can't win them all.
What are you gonna do, this guy? What are you gonna do? Oh well.
The art isn't. I like the art on that cover.
Yeah. I
On
mean,
the A
I'm
cover is what I'm looking at.
the A cover is my preference, of course, and the interior art, as I showed in the video, was pretty nice too. In that whole abstract kind of way, in that and it's anime influenced, sort of. I would say. I mean, maybe more than sort of, and there's some video game, I guess, that maybe exists like this too. It is a $7.99 book too, though. That does give me a little bit of pause, but hey,
Yeah,
it's just money.
you see down there, guys. You see down there where it says writer, artist.
Mm-hmm.
Lorenzo. He had Lorenzo at that right there. Boom.
Oh well, yeah. Well, writer, artist, David Yu.
Yeah.
Yep.
Writer, artist, Lorenzo's in. Oh, you
That's
did it all
right
yourself?
there.
I have a
That's
little bit of
right.
respect for people who do it all themselves.
Hey, yeah, that shit is hard, man. For sure, it is
For
hard.
sure.
I tell you, yeah,
For
sir,
sure.
yes, sir, ma'am. Okay, so let's get this going here, and I'll try not to cancel everybody out one more time. And the last book of the night, the final book of the night, finally. See if I can share this one here.
Yeah, I think this is our longest one yet by far.
Oh my god!
I don't think we've ever had
personal
2
best.
hours before.
I know. Your kid's gonna be waking up pretty soon. All right, this was. I like the art on this. It's called Spell Weaver, and is also done by one person, Robert Ahmad, writer and artist. And I love the art on the book, but it looks like it's just basically another one of these, witch in a town, and the witch, does things. And so I'm not really super down with the some Keen Spot. I'm not super down with the concept, but I do like the guy's art, because he does his own work, obviously, and he does all the covers, and I like the style. But it's not anything I would. This is, to be honest, y'all, it was kind of a slow week. Okay, this was the best thing I came up with for the last book. Nothing to write home at all.
I'm not gonna bullshit you. All right, this is the best I can.
I would not bullshit you, Al. I would not lie to you. But this is something that, yeah. I mean, I love the guy's effort. I love his artwork. If it were a different writer or a different concept, I might pick up a book with him drawing it. I'll put it that way. But as it stands now, nah, I would not do it. So that's all I have to say about that.
But you might. So.
Once again, I might. A viewer might. If it's laying in the street, what do you call it exactly? A terrible week, hey, this guy.
It is a slow week.
Slow. It was a slow week. Yeah, I had to when the penultimate book was was what it was. That was the best I could find. So it was slim pickings. That famous character actor from the 50s. It was definitely not a whole lot.
Only 6
books
on my list, it's never less than 10. So yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have to scrounge for those 6. So yes. I'm not as familiar with his work though, Damien, but I might check it out. Okay, awful week. All right, let's go with awful. By gum, let's go with that. Let's go with that. But it was nonetheless great to see everyone here. The chat was hopping and popping and all those other adjectives I can't think of.
And they stuck with us for 2 hours.
And
Thanks
they
for hanging out,
stuck
y'all.
with us. Thank y'all so much.
We talked a little Jonathan Majors early on, so if you missed that, go check that out. And we talked. We gave strong opinions about the Israel-Gaza situation. So if you want to see what we think about that, definitely.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And to see if somebody come back to affect our future employment. We'll see if that happens or not. You once said this thing on the internet about something we don't like, so we can't hire you. Like, what the fuck is that about? Okay. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, everyone.
Good times, y'all.
Good to see everyone. And next week, we'll be doing that same thing again. In the meantime, check out one of my comic sons, Circumstances, on YouTube, where he does all kinds of great stuff like fucking chill, and also on Instagram, where he's just a meme king. He does all kinds of the stuff that you folks who love memes just love. And I love
my
it too.
Latest. Check it out on Instagram. My latest meme is a reenactment of the video footage released of Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend. I posted the actual video, and then I posted a reenactment of it. So check it out, guys.
I'm heading there right after the show. I can't wait to see that. So thanks again for stopping by, everyone. And remember, the first week of June. I wish it was June. First week of January, we're doing that best of show. We get them together right now, and can't wait. So until next time, we'll see y'all on the flip flop. Take care. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!